Hey guys, I found this epic Darkhide route for gold farming and Aptitude crate farming. You can easily get around 8k gold an hour here, not to mention the massive quantity of Aptitude crates, which can give you the best possible skinning gear and that gives you the most luck and yield possible to become the ultimate hunter. Having the best possible set for the trade skill you are doing will net you a lot more gold over time than not having it, so definitely give it a go. I did 4 test runs for an hour each, 2 with average gear and 2 with best possible gear, and I will show you the results in a little bit while I show you the route. Getting Darkhide and skinning levels has never been easier. I'll go over the essentials as fast as I can. Get yourself the cheapest possible tier 5 skinning gear, a skinning luck amulet, and the cheapest possible bow you can get. Best luck food you can get your hands on, and a gold touched or a normal powerful proficiency booster. At minimum you are going to need skinning yield and luck on your skinning knife with the mode of your choice. Put your dexterity to 350 for all the skinning perks and the rest to constitution because we might take some damage. Here is the bow skill tree. I found the best to be for skinning, so feel free to use this. And without further ado, let me show you the route. The zone itself is based in Cutlass Keys. To be exact, we're gonna go into the PvP zone, so use that shrine on the map. Then you're gonna make your way towards my location, and I'll mark it on the map for you. Now for those who don't want to see the in-game route while I do it, I will draw it on the map for you. First you go on this beach here, kill the crocs, then go across the land to the other side. There will be crocs on both sides. You take care of those, and then you cross the land once again. You will end up on the water, kill another set of crocs there. Then go inland. There's a couple crocs there, one in the water over there, and then you make your way back a little bit. You will find bobcats and a croc on the island, and at the end you will find some more crocs. So basically now you make your way back out of the PvP island to cleanse your Darkhide, and then you head back inland again to get on the road for the fast movement speed, and you make your way back towards the starting point where you can start it all over again. Now I'll show you the exact route. As per usual, you want to have all of your buffs applied before you start the run. That includes music buff and all of the consumables, and make sure your bags are empty. That way you can do longer trips. What really helps here, if you have the Tanner's Burden bags, that way you can hold more leather and don't have to bank the leather so frequently. As per usual with the high tier farms, you want to tag a couple mobs while you're killing them. That way you can make your runs faster and get more gold an hour. With these alligators though, you don't want to tag too many at a time because they hit pretty hard, and you don't want to be in very deep water when you attack them. That makes you very slow, and you don't want to be slow. So as you see, I try to get their CC bar down with heavy attacks or skill shots before they actually get to me. That way I can finish them off when they're close to me, and I don't really have to run very far to skin them. So at this starting point, I usually just kill all of the alligators at once and then skin after they're all done. To get a decent baseline understanding of what we could expect with totally average gear and just using luck food while being PvP flagged, then these were the results for the first hour. I think 6k gold is pretty decent. We didn't use any yield consumables or buffs, and we got 25,000 Darkhide. Now to save your time a little bit, I'm gonna skip some of the parts where I'm just skinning and move to the next spots instead. The two concerns that you have on this particular Darkhide gold farm / Aptitude crate farm is going to be that you either are careless by pulling too many alligators at once. If they kill you, you're going to lose half of your Darkhide. And the second part is that if somebody attacks you in this PvP area, then obviously if you're gonna die, you're gonna also lose half of your Darkhide, and you don't really have a good way of defending yourself since you're pretty much all into dexterity. But I wouldn't worry about it too much because I've done this hide run for maybe over 6 hours now altogether, and I've encountered maybe only a couple of PvPers. And if you cleanse correctly, like I will show later on, the absolute maximum you can lose between starting each cycle is going to be around 3000 Darkhide, so it's not that much. Now for the second test I used the same gear as in the first one, which is the basic affordable skinning gear, but I added the yield song and the gold touch proficiency booster, which altogether is going to give you 25% more yield from the farm that you're doing. So by adding those yield boosters, you will get 1.6k more gold an hour, so definitely worth into investing those things. Now at this point we are basically halfway through the route, and here you want to rather go from the left side instead of the right side, because otherwise you're gonna be very slow and get stuck and have to swim instead of you can just use your mount to cross the water. Also, I'd like to point out why this farm is so good is that you can get a lot of scarhide, which is used for various crafting. You can do your daily leather crafting cooldowns with it. You can use it in crafting bags and other armor pieces, whatever you might need. And it sells for a very decent high price at all times. The buy orders for that are stupid high, sometimes 7 to 9 gold. So the more luck you have, the more you're going to get. After doing a bunch of these skinning guides, I've managed to get many aptitude levels and acquire skinning patterns to craft myself a full best possible skinning set, and I used that in this experiment or this test run as well. Additionally, I got myself the skinning trophies so I can see for the third test how much resources I can get if I were to run full yield with absolute maximum everything Skinner can get. And let me tell you, 35,000 Darkhide an hour is pretty wild. And we did get 8.5k gold in the process as well. So I'm definitely happy with that one. And now after this alligator, we're gonna move to the left and on to the next island, where we can find lots of bobcats and one alligator as well. You should find at least 4 bobcats on the way here, so make sure you take as many as you can see before moving on to the final alligators. And for my fourth test, I used maximum luck for an hour on this farm to see if that can benefit us anyway when doing this farm. And the results are these. Basically, the only thing you're going to be getting more is the scarhide. You're going to miss out a little bit on the darkhide since you're going to be running more of the luck instead of yield. Oddly enough, I thought that running more luck will net you more bizarre bones, but that did not turn out to be the case. So as you made your way towards the boat wreck in the water, we are killing our final alligators and are getting ready to go outside of the PvP area to cleanse our cursed Darkhide. And if you didn't know, in the PvP island you can get more resource gathered by default. So after your final alligator, you're gonna move outside of the PvP zone and cleanse all your Darkhide, and then you can start making your way back to the starting point to start the entire cycle all over again. Happy hunting, and I'll see you in the next one.